team sheets are in and the Magpies have turned to youth, calling upon 3 youngsters to take on West Coast Eagles this Saturday, including our 6th debutant for the year. We hear from 2 key members of the football department that work closely with the young guns and get the latest from Nathan Buckley's weekly press conference. Well, there were exciting scenes at the club Thursday afternoon as the playing group congratulated Rupert Wills on his call-up to the senior side. The 23-year-old will make his debut at the MCG on Saturday, alongside fellow inclusions Jordan De Goey and Ben Crocker. De Goey is back after a week off last round due to his omission from the senior side, timing in with the VFL bye, while Ben Crocker returns for his first match since Queen's birthday 6 weeks ago. He overcame a knee injury to put together a strong stint in the VFL. They replaced 3 senior regulars, Jared Blair, Alex Vasolo and Ben Sinclair, who have all been sidelined with injury. It would be the first match that Blair has missed since round 18 last season. Those on standby are the emergencies, Tyson Goldsack, Adam Oxley and Mason Cox. Now, as we mentioned, Rupert Wills will make his AFL debut after 2 years plying his trade in the VFL. A product of Old Scotch, Wills secured a spot on Collingwood's senior list when he was drafted with selection 63 last year. The 191cm midfielder has played 11 games in the VFL in 2016, averaging 23.8 disposals and 5.7 clearances. VFL coach Dale Tapping gave Collingwood media a taste of what fans can expect when they see the number 33 running around on the G.
It's really exciting for him, and it's probably been in the pipeline for 4 or 5 weeks. He's sort of put a real body of work together in terms of his footy, which he had to do. He had to sort of earn the right to get the opportunity, and it's presented itself this week against West Coast. But I think from the inception coming through from the VFL program last year pre-season, come down just like any other player, hoping to get an opportunity at VFL level, and he certainly showed in training he had some attributes that were going to be adequate and clearly above VFL level, and we've just sort of worked with those attributes over the last sort of 12 months, and he had a really good first half of the season last year at VFL level, and he's a big mid, like he's a key position type attribute in terms of his physical shape. But the thing that stands out is his power. He's got amazing power. If you're looking in comparison, I think he's got a lot of Patrick Cripps about him in terms of how he plays and how he goes about it. So if he can turn out sort of half as good as Cripps at this point in his career, that'll be a real positive for everyone.
With 3 changes made at selection, there was sure to be lots of discussion at the weekly match committee meeting. Let's catch up with Director of Football Neil Balme to hear the thinking behind the chosen 22.
Yeah, 3 young boys coming back in. De Goey, of course, who's played most of the season. He's been lucky to find his spot again, but we're keen on that. Rupert Wills has played terrific footy in the VFL. And he's deserved an opportunity over the last few weeks, and finally gets this opportunity. So it's great for him. He's done some really good work, particularly in the midfield in the VFL, and deserves his opportunity. And Benny Crocker's he's missed a couple of games only out through injury, and then played another couple of games in the VFL and done quite well. So when he was in the AFL team, he was doing good work up forward. So we hope he does that again this week. Yeah, unfortunately, Blair is a bit sore in the groin. He's been pretty resilient this year, but unfortunately he's a bit sore and couldn't quite get up. And Faz, he's just got a bit of a weakness in that shoulder that we're not that happy with. He's a little bit sore. He's keen to play, but we think it's too much of a risk to play.
Collingwood fans held their breath when they saw Ben Sinclair go down last Friday night with his 4th concussion for the season. Coach Nathan Buckley confirmed the small defender's absence this week when he addressed media on Thursday and spoke about Sinclair's long-term best interests.
Thanks, Sarah. Well, one of the exclusions for this week's game was confirmed earlier today, with Nathan Buckley saying Ben Sinclair won't take on the Eagles. Buckley raised concerns for the defender's health and said he might need a change of game style in the future.
Yeah, like Cyril Rioli had to change his running gait. Maybe we have to talk to Sinks about diving head first into contests. That's a long-term consideration, but at the same time, he loves his footy. He wants to continue. but his health and well-being will be an absolute priority, as we would see with any concussion or head trauma.
With one defender down, another will look to bring plenty of aggression when the Pies take on the Eagles. Here's what Buckley had to say today about Marley Williams.
It's always bittersweet because Miles is mainly doing that to back up his teammates and support them as best he can. I mean, clearly the best way to do that is putting your head over the ball and go and winning it when it needs to be done, or playing role, or communicating to others to support them in some shape or form. But it's a combative sport, and there's going to be part of that. He just picked the wrong bloke to push and to shove at the time, and he's got eyes in the back of his head. He was ready to go.
That's all from me, Sarah. The full press conference is online at collingwoodfc.com.au.
Thanks, Sam. Now, don't forget, Captain Scott Pendlebury will be going live on his official Facebook page after Saturday's match. Last week, Pendles opened up to Collingwood supporters following the team's tough loss to North Melbourne. Once again, he'll be taking questions in the hours after the final siren, so make sure you're tuning in to hear directly from the skipper. Now, whether you're at the ground or at home, you can follow all the action from the MCG with Collingwood Media. The club's official social media accounts will provide commentary and exclusive behind-the-scenes shots from the rooms. The match will also be shown live around the country on Fox Footy from 4:30 p.m. local time, and the Footy's major radio stations will be calling the match nationwide. So make sure you check your local guides so you don't miss out on any of the action. Earlier in the day, Collingwood Media will be live streaming the VFL's match against Geelong. Head to collingwoodfc.com.au or the club's official app from midday to watch all the action as the VFL Magpies aim for their 9th win in a row. Well, that's all we have time for on Team Sheet for another week. It's been 4 weeks since we last played at our beloved MCG. It's more than 20 years since the Eagles beat us there. Let's keep that record going. We'll see you on Saturday. Go Pies!